Hello everyone, thank you for Jeet Physiology. More today is day 3 of gradual cardio progression. So I'm going to go over several key things. Another good way to increase your overall progression towards cardio is going to be doing, like I mentioned yesterday, increasing your muscular endurance. Now, one way to do that is actually through strength training. Yes, strength training. Some of you are probably wondering, well, how am I supposed to increase my muscular endurance through strength training? Is that not for strength? Okay, let me be more specific. Resistance training, training with weights, okay? What I mean by that is for increasing muscular endurance, overall muscular endurance, you're going to do bodyweight exercises and or combining with lightweight exercises. So for instance, this 20-pound kettlebell. You can do what's called goblet squats. Okay, goblet squats, first off, like I said yesterday, when you do squats, you want to have a little bit more of a wider stance, so you can go deeper, so that way your hip joint does not hit the top of your pelvis, because number one, that can cause impingement in your pelvic region. That also is going to limit your range of mobility, and the more mobility you have in your squats and whatnot, not only is it going to increase your overall mobility of your hips and flexibility, it's going to increase your strength more because you get a better range of motion. Boom, 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 and boom. Now, here's a little training session that I would recommend. Start off just body weight. Maybe do body weight for about 30 seconds. Let's just simulate. Boom, boom, 28, 29, 30. Take a few deep breaths. Take 1 to 3 deep breaths. Grab your kettlebell or weight, whatever it may be. You can even have a light barbell on your back. That's no longer goblet squats, but it's still lightweight, increasing muscular endurance. So here, boom, 20. Let's say we got them for almost 30, 29, 30, boom, take a rest. Then take maybe a 30 second to 1 minute rest, and then you can go into doing like alternate lunges. Boom. You want to have controlled motion, controlled movements. I'm a little, honestly, fatigued from my training, especially doing it this is my 3rd day of fasting. So, okay, boom. There's so many different things you can do, but when you increase the overall production rate, meaning when you add a little bit of weight to that, not only is that going to help increase your muscular endurance, it's going to get your strength up a little bit, and it's going to strengthen your legs to be able to handle the rigors of more walking, more intense walking, more running, more intense running, more cycling, more intense cycling. It's also going to start to get your hips and your leg muscles used to the rigors of doing strength training, resistance training. One thing I want to touch base on with cardio, it is honestly a hell of a myth when people say, oh, running's hard on your knees. It is if you don't do it right. Here's the thing. Running outside, I should say, on ground, pavement, grass, whatever, yes, it's going to pound on your knees, it's going to pound on your hips, it's going to pound on your back and whatnot, but here's the thing. It is going to strengthen your hips, your knees, your joints, everything in that. It's going to strengthen them. However, if you do not do gradual progression with that, then yes, you can injure your knee, injure your hips, have back issues. But the thing is, number one, you want to be doing mobility and flexibility exercises, both to warm up and after your training. Also, you want to do that strength training to help add to the fact, along with doing the gradual progression. So you just little by little by little. You got to start small. You got to start somewhere. Now, if you're somebody who's more advanced, then you can jump right in, to doing, maybe a little bit heavier weight to strengthen your knees and your hips and whatnot. I know from experience. I actually injured my knees in high school because I didn't do much stretching. That was the main reason. I was doing strength training and things like that, but I did not do enough stretching. On the flip side of that, once I actually started doing more flexibility, mobility, stretching exercises after I graduated high school, and then I continued to do my strength training with my legs, I noticed a huge difference. I have not had knee problems ever since then. The last time I remember ever having knee issues, which was actually, to be honest with you, I didn't really totally understand the science behind it and whatnot with my body until probably about, I would say, 2004 or 5, and I have not had any knee issues at all whatsoever since then, unless there was one time a few months back that I actually had not done strength training with my legs for probably a few weeks. I was focusing more on mobility in my kicks, my cardiovascular endurance and things like that, my stamina, my speed, all that. And then I noticed my knees were a little sore. Guess what? I immediately started doing more strength training exercises, continued my flexibility and mobility routines, and guess what? No any issues. Let's go. So that is honestly a myth. You just got to do that gradual progression, and that's what this video is for, teaching everyone to not only adapt the activity or the physical aspects of it, but the mentality that, yes, you're going to want to push yourself. And you want to push yourself, but you want to make sure you're doing a gradual progression with certain things, such as running outside, doing strength training. Body weight exercises are the best way to work up to doing that. So let's get out there. Stay motivated. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. And believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch. Kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Pick your ass up today. Get out there, grind. Get your ass up and move for once. And no more excuses. Let's get out there. Let's go.